Come on, everybody, let's start the show. A quick ahoy hoy and away we'll go. Richard's got a minifig and Flynn's got a pin. The gang's all here and it's time to begin. Tricky Bricks roll call. Moto, Holly, Kara, and sometimes Blair, Clicky, Logan, Ms. Thing and Angela, and Thunderman Ho! Now you're here to grab your bricks and let's go to the Tricky Bricks Build and Chat Show!
Ahoy, hoy,
ahoy,
friends.
ahoy, friend. Oh, God, I look like I crawled out of the grave.
Hi.
Good morning,
we're
friends.
about a half a second into the show.
Clearly, I didn't look in a mirror before we started. So, hi, everybody. Welcome. It's Sunday. Sunday. Oh, my goodness. There is some. I wish, Wilfred, sometimes Blair was sometimes today. Unfortunately, I think we may have to change that to like occasionally and occasionally.
He'll
Blair.
be back. He'll be back, but he's been very, very busily making sets for that company.
Commandeered by the mothership. But hey, let's see who is in the waiting room, in the green room. Showing the top of his head. It's Moto. Oh man.
I was putting a sticker on.
I thought we were going to see the top of your head. You look like my big reveal. There we go. Thank you.
There you go.
All right. So, and also, it's from across the bay.
Minifigchick.
Hi, Kara.
Evening.
How are you?
I'm okay. I'm still kind of waking up, actually. I slept late.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Well, I was up early,
That's
as
good.
per usual. In no big surprise to anyone.
Actually, we have coffee coming very soon.
We do. It's true. Coffee. All right. And gosh, I'm seeing like a bunch of new people in the chat today. My goodness.
Yeah,
Like,
good for them.
I know. Awesome to see you all here. Welcome. So we are going to be looking at, as promised last week, the space themes in a variety of different themes across the board. Now, we saw the Friends one last week, but we have some a bunch in City. We have a bunch in Technic, and also we have one in Dreamzz. Now, that was all the ones I found. If anybody knows of any other ones, like, please let me know. But I think I got them all. Yes, Moto.
There is a reference in Monkey Kid as well.
Oh, well, we are going to be looking at one of the Monkey Kid sets. So that's another thing, too. Like, in addition to the space stuff, we're going to be looking at Monkey Kid, and we're going to be looking at two of the Chinese New Year sets, which are...
I'm going to mute myself because there's a weird echo.
Okay. Absolutely amazing. Oh, I don't know if it was you. I think it might be someone else. Anywho, so yeah, that's what we're going to take a look at today. But first, Holly's not here yet, but I think we're just going to have to move forward on this part without her. And that is pins. So Kara, I'll be very quiet when you are on.
Okay. In honor of all the space themes, explore the galaxy.
Ooh, awesome.
I know I said I wasn't going to talk, but that's a really good one.
Right?
And I can see that your manicure is doing about as well as mine is right now.
Oh, mine is doing terribly. I need to stop.
No, that's not terrible. That's punk rock. Okay. So,
Okay.
like, that's totally okay. So, okay. Moto, where are we going today?
Well, let's do this again. Let's go back to Marble, Colorado. And there's some marble from Marble, Colorado as a thimble.
As a thimble.
And then I also have this very shiny.
Wait, do you have very what?
Wow.
Shiny thimble. I messed up.
Wow, that is some careful work. I would not want to have been the person that glued all those on there. That's pretty cool.
Me either. But these, if you're building Technic, you got to have your
It's true. To push
Those
those things down.
Put all those push
Those
pins
things,
in.
I say, bushings. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think it's our turn now.
All right.
All right.
I just have a little pin today. We've got Your Conscience, Jiminy
Jiminy
Cricket.
Christmas. I love Jiminy Christmas. He's one of my favorite characters.
He's no fool, no siree.
And voiced by a famous drunk. And then I've got Figment. I love Figment, and apparently people still love Figment. Like I didn't know. I mean, like I didn't realize to the extent that Figment is still a thing. Oh hi,
Absolutely.
We're very blurry.
That's
There we
that
go.
soft focus filter. It takes years off your appearance.
Doesn't it? Okay, so wow, we're like phasing in and out today.
Yep.
Okay, so let's there we go. All right. Well, everybody, be sure and say hello in the chat, because we're going to say hi here in just a minute. Now, I don't know, did you all see, I just saw Hooded One said something about building the retro camera. And did you see that this week that they announced the Polaroid is going to be coming out soon?
Wow.
And I don't know. Now I got to say that Jay Ong of Jay's Brick Blog pointed this out, and I have to say that I agree. Is that if you look at the guy that they have like presenting the set, you know how they always have like a person building the set or whatever. He is so perfectly angular that he can only either be Dutch or AI. And
Really?
and Jay says that he looks like AI, and it's true. Like if you go and look at the pictures, he kind of looks like the guy from like one of the guys from Stranger Things, but just like he's just a little too perfect. But yes,
like
it was
the lifestyle shots that we
the lifestyle shots. He's very blonde and very angular.
You know, you're playing one of my favorite games that I like to play with my son all the time, which is it AI or Dutch? We'll be driving along and he'll be getting bored, and I'll say, just look out the window and tell me, is it AI or Dutch?
Look at that. I think maybe Hooded One is both.
Very possibly. A little bit of both.
Who knew?
Okay, so hey, why don't we see who is here for the moment? And while I am getting that together, let's see. So I also saw that Brickset did a review of the roller skate that we looked at last week.
Yeah.
That like amazing roller skate. Oh God, every time I see it, those pink wheels are just calling me. Like I need to make a pink tank or some kind of pink something to go with that.
Again, I thought pink wheels would be all over that, but she's like, it's not wheels; those are tires, and so she didn't.
Okay, I suppose we can. Well, we'll have to give her that one, but
yep.
But still, a big technicality. Okay, let's see who is here today
in the chat.
We've got Apples is here from Europe. Hello. We got Chris No Insider Tour and Whammed. Oh, did you hear Last Christmas? I'm sorry. We have See You Later. We have Darren Siegfried is here. David Wilkie. Elizabeth Standersky. Hello. Fabby Phantom KE. Hello. We've got Hooded One. Lisa Head kicking off the Elscapades. Lisa Head and El Nerd. I got ahead of myself.
And for tradition here,
and kicking off the Escapades, we've got Marilyn Parmley, Minifigchick, and Monica Berry and Moto. Sorry, I had to say Monica Berry.
Oh, Monica's in
she's
there.
always there. Nicole Neary is here. Hello, Nicole. We've got PT McEwen. Wilfred is here. Bonsoir, sir. And Wolfie Plays is here. And of course,
Zarakino.
Kim, wherever you may be. Very good. All right, and Holly, wherever you may
everyone.
be. I'm sure she's somewhere.
I'm gonna duck out and get us some steaming hot cups of coffee.
I would love
and
a
I'll be
steaming
right
hot
back.
cup of coffee before being ejected into space.
I'm jealous.
Oh my goodness. So yeah, we've gotten there's quite a few. There was actually more than I thought, honestly, of these space sets. There's like
Well, they're going. What's crazy is it's not one theme. It's a label that's across like all these
Right.
different themes everywhere. We did Friends already, and now we're going to do some of the Moors, and there's probably going to be minifigs involved. I mean, this whole year is like space is taken over in the early part of this year.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really cool that they're doing that. I mean, I know because people were like, give me more space. Well, you have more space. More space than you probably ever knew you wanted.
No kidding. Yeah, no doubt. I'm a space fan,
Right.
so I'm digging it. I hope it sells though, so they can keep doing it at some point.
I mean, do you think that they wouldn't?
I don't know. I hope not.
Yeah.
I hope they keep going.
Well, you know what else I saw too is that they're actually now we're starting to see paper bags appear. That's what
Yeah.
that was the other notable thing about the roller skate review was that it came in paper bags.
Yeah, they're starting. It is.
Yeah, so that's I mean, it took a little while to kind of roll it out, but they've got it going. I mean, I gotta say, it does make me wonder. Thank you. It does make me wonder what the Oh no, I forgot. I was distracted by
Paper
coffee.
bags.
Sorry, paper bags. Oh, it does make me wonder what. I mean, do you think it's because of the like how far out they go with their like with planning sets that they were unable to roll the plastic bags out? I mean, the paper bags out sooner. It just seems like that they announced it so long ago, and then we've kind of gotten like kind of a little bit paper bags, not really. I don't know. I haven't quite figured that out.
I think it's just because it's a lot of work and it's expensive to retool part of your whole supply chain, right?
Right.
I was going to say the infrastructure at a Lego plant to swap that out was probably not easy.
Yeah, probably true.
And also, inventory and the logistics of supply chain management, like Minifigchick said, even if they cut over, they still have a ton of inventory being logistically shipped everywhere, and inventories and things in flight and staging areas and warehouses and all that. Lego trucks getting robbed by crime rings and all that stuff's going on.
Right.
Is that a thing?
Well, that. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's what I was.
Wow.
That's why I was saying. Like, I wonder if some of it had to do with the long lead time that we have. Like, these. I'm sure that there's already sets that haven't been announced yet that are already sitting, already put together in boxes, ready to go out on the shelf. I'm gonna guess, like stuff for later in the year, but who knows?
Is that what are we seeing here? The paper outside,
Hey,
plastic
Paula.
inside? Is that a thing, or is the paper truly paper through and through?
I haven't seen one, so I wouldn't know.
I know I haven't had one in my hand.
Well, I'm wondering if it's actual paper bags or if it's like Tyvek bags. Because Wilfred just made a good point about bricks poking through, tearing the bags. Because I'm sure there was a lot of testing involved in
Wow.
like what that was about. Who
Yeah,
knew?
I'm
We were gonna have a whole discussion about paper bags today.
There's a lot of dryers on the no setting being used to tumble things, I'm sure, in some QA place.
Well, hey, let's kick this off with one of the more. Now there are less space. I think this is the only space one from this particular theme, but we are going to take a look at. I'm going to have to find my phone and find out where Holly is. Goodness,
You're gonna have to text a friend.
I'm totally gonna have to text a friend. All right, here we go. So the first one that we're going to look at is the Dreamzz set. And you can see that like all the Dream sets, Dreams are kind of like the, have a little bit of like Creator 3-in-1 going on with them. as well, because they all make different things. But this one, we get a car that turns into 2 different space vehicles, a flying one and then like a rolling one.
Now, I wonder if Lego's not drawing a line between fantasy space and, you know, science space, because I noticed there's no space logo on this one.
There is. This is
There is.
back
That's
of
the
box.
backside, though. Yeah.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, there is. You can see it here on the side where it says space, or it says Espacio. And that will be like on the front of the box. I couldn't get a good pick of the front of the box, but it has that big triangle across the corner that says space, just like all the other ones do. Yeah. So definitely. And we're seeing the return of those big white chunky wheels there.
At least we're so happy to get them in white. That has not been around for a long time. So Space Builders, always good to have the new colors, different colors in there.
Well, I also wanted to point out here, now he's kind of out of focus, but right here is a space monkey. It is a space monkey in a gold spacesuit. And he doesn't have the same body as the like the old monkeys. He's kind of got that little weird miniature body that they're doing now. That's like 2 little dangly arms and 2 legs. But there is a space monkey in here for all your space monkey needs.
I like that rover with the 6 wheels.
Yeah, the rover. Like the
That's
with
my
the bouncy
favorite
wheels.
of the 3.
Yeah, well, those are like the Mars rover wheels, right?
Yep.
That's pretty cool. All right, so that is the Dreamzz set of space.
It's just also, you know, sometimes I think maybe I just don't pay close enough attention, but do we see a lot of Lego boxes with multiple languages on them in to that degree? Like, this is
Out of Europe, we do.
Yeah, it's large text in multiple languages. I think that's cool.
Yeah, I think they probably want to just start not having to make separate boxes for like every single country, right? So now we're looking at I'm trying to get prices up here so we have some prices to look at. But
we usually get the international versions of the box art anyway, because you can tell they don't have the part count on them.
Right, exactly.
Right. The biggest giveaway between a US and a European-based one.
So let me see. Sorry, 1 second. I'm trying to find my prices here, but you can see that this is our first city space set. Like little rover, and there's that again, that like corner, that little corner space thing, right? Letting you know that this is indeed part of the space continuum.
Much more science-based mission we're looking at here in City.
Yeah, the city's definitely. I mean, like obviously, like, the Dreamzz is going to be a little bit more, you know, fantasy oriented. But I dig this one. Now this is, I'm trying to find it here.
So there are some common elements across all of these sets that people want to look for.
Oh, what?
Yeah, so one is the introduction of a new color, which is always kind of cool. So to offset the blue, they're choosing this new darkish red color. Also, a structural element is the roller coaster track in your short length. Being used as an element in a lot of these builds. And then the space rover here has one of the modular space station airlock elements in the middle to drop those samples in and freight them up to the space station.
Oh, this right here, you mean, right?
Oh, that you mentioned last week are common between multiple different lines.
Well, between Friends and City, they all have this new idea of an airlock with a modular space station kind of feel to it, which is really cool. Each set comes with some kind of robot that you build. And then some of them, all of them have aliens, but sometimes you get the little ones here, which seem to, you'll see it on the box where I guess they poot into space, which is kind of funny.
Yeah, so it's like a little, they're using an upside down crown underneath a minifig head stuck into it. What looks like must be a lime green Apollo stud.
Yep.
Very
cool.
And
then you get a bunch of really awesome different astronauts to mix and match and grab things. And then I really like to use the cool elements in this one for me are the Technic wheel fairing being used as the bumper, and then the massive compound curve slopes, which was
This
in a
here.
Porsche. Yeah, in a Porsche earlier on.
That's so
And you
cool.
get
By the way,
space stickers, which is always cool.
this one's called Space Explorer Rover and Alien Life. And it looks like a bit of a smaller set. This is a 6+. But yeah, those aliens are hilarious. And of course, we have our little robot friend as well.
Are these are 2 different sets?
Oh, you're right. I'm so sorry. That was I said the wrong thing. This one,
That's the
sorry,
one.
Command Rover and Crane Loader. My bad. Command Rover and Crane Loader. And this one is bigger. Sorry, they look kind of the same. You have to admit.
Yep. And then keep an eye out for some energy packs, which seem to run off of those new crystal-y color types.
So
Maybe
we
you can
got.
see it at the top. Yeah.
So this is our interstellar spaceship. Very cute, and it looks like we have a female astronaut piloting this one, or I should say female presenting astronaut.
We've got new sort of sleeker graphics, right? This is a redefinition of the future.
Now, I saw this in the last set and I wasn't sure, but is this a new purple color? Is this purple opalescent like we saw in the blue? Because I feel like this crystal here
might be, because it's their energy source. It's their batteries for everything.
Right. Because look, because this one seems to have that same kind of feeling to it. Oh man, I hope so. That would be so cool. Really, really nice. Yeah, Wilfred, it says this Lego set is very Space Police times Mars mission. I would totally agree with that. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's got a bit of that feel. Or in the spaceship, it was almost like they produced.
They what? Uh-oh.
Well, the Buzz Lightyear spaceship was very reminiscent of this type of look and feel, but they cleaned it up and kind of made it their own.
Yeah, kind of like a jet fighter almost looking type of deal.
Yeah, I don't know why they have scramjets, but we get scramjets in space. That's the way you travel nowadays.
And it's nice to see them using the sand blue as well.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of sand blue elements now getting populated out there.
That's awesome.
And a lot of these are going to come with the new black translucent onyx color in screens, which is always a cool thing.
Oh, I like that. All right, let's see what's next. Oh, this one I think is the coolest as far as just like weird. Like I love all the pods. I love the circle.
And you guys know who helped design this one, right?
Aaron.
Of course. Yep.
Now, so do I understand correctly that modules from the Friends space set could dock at this space station?
Yes.
As far as I know, yeah. All those orange elements are the new airlock, semi-technic to system types thing, and then the lengths seem to be all the same, and then it forms a space train with all the pieces linking up. So very neat.
Nice new solar panels as well.
Oh yeah, I like those. Whoops. Dang it. Anyway, yeah, this one looks to be really cool with some really cool pieces and a lot of minifigs. I count
Tons,
1,
yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5 and a robot. 5 minifigs
Always
and
a
a
robot.
robot. And I love that they have the little bubble like plant, the little plants here under the bubble.
Yeah, each pumpkin feeds 8 or more. They're very nutritious in the future.
Yeah, but these are really cool. I do love that idea of the interlocking. I mean, that's just a really clever way to be able to join disparate themes together and not have it look too much like any one theme. Do you know what I mean? Like it's what I mean is like the pod is a nice basic shape that could fit in well with any theme, depending on how it was implemented.
Yeah, and I think back in the 90s, there was a standard for making space bases, which had a common airlock. But this is making it more of a set-based idea for anyone to create a space base and modularize it, which I think is really cool.
Oh, Wilfred, what a tease.
Yeah.
It's So almost a monorail.
Almost a monorail.
Not quite.
Oh, it's yes, purple opal. Oh, you can say this, Minifigchick. It's your comment. What were you trying to say? What were you saying about the purple?
I was just saying that it's not super new, but it doesn't come in basic parts yet. It just comes in niche parts.
Right.
Mm. And are we seeing, is that extra large gear there, that sort of,
this
is it a planetary gear in sand blue?
Yeah, it's that big Technic bucket excavator type.
That's like what we
mechanism.
Snake Queen, the yellow one, except for it's sand blue. That's pretty cool. I mean, unless that's dark gray, but I'm pretty sure, or light gray, but I'm pretty sure that's sand blue. Very nice. Good to see.
Pretty cool.
Nice to see sand blue making a reappearance. Sand blue that always makes me think it's dark gray if the lights aren't on high enough.
Well, you know, all right. Batman.
Okay, so this is the biggie. This is the space base and rocket launch pad. So we got a lot going on here. So let's go ahead and take a look a little bit. This is I love these pieces in clear on side to side like that are really cool. Oh, I will notice, it's funny, I always notice like the really like difficult things, like the new plant piece in pink.
Mm-hmm. Translucent even.
Trans pink, yes.
Is it trans pink? Ah!
Of course, yeah.
And here's a better look at some of those goofy aliens.
Oh, they're so good.
And it looks like they have 3 eyes and then like weird octopus bodies. It's very like kind of H.P. Lovecraft. A little bit. Let's see. We've got, there's our airlock right there that we that we enjoy. And oh look, it's the return of the metal detector.
All right.
Yeah.
And then you can see we've got another one of those little pods that is basically most of the body of this little rocket.
Yeah, and the fuel cell, the fuel cell on the back behind is, I mean, I'm not sure if that's supposed to mean it's partially depleted when they swap a purple for a pink.
That's what
that's
my
got
takeaway
it.
from it.
I do know that it's probably not a good idea to put an energy cell behind the blast point of your rocket.
Right.
Maybe it's not a great bench that you'd want to sit on either when that thing takes off, but you know, it's all good. It's all good in city.
Oh,
well, that would be a good reason for a sudden rescue, right?
Yeah. Well.
Oh, I know. We all wish they'd bring back a monorail for space. Even those of us who have a space monorail. I get it.
You know, I've thought about this time and again. And there's all this discussion about how the tracks were difficult to make and there were proprietary pieces in the monorail. So I just think redesign it so it's not proprietary. Like bring us back a monorail even if it doesn't look exactly like the original one.
Well, I mean, they did it with a goat, so maybe monorail's next. You never know.
You know what? Maybe it's going to be roller coaster based, and that's why they're punking us with all these roller coaster elements as structural elements. But I doubt it.
Yep.
Right.
I'm reading too much into it. But I really love the return of the cockpit elements on this one. Are molds that have been retired for a while.
Is that the ones I pointed out earlier on
the one on the spaceship? The one on the spaceship. Particularly, yeah, we saw it in Ultra Agents and then it disappeared again. Batman was in orange and then it disappeared again. So I'm glad it's coming back in some format. I love those type of windscreeny type pieces.
The jammy bricker. I glanced too quickly and I thought it was a space hockey stick instead of a metal detector. It kind of is. It's kind of a space hockey stick.
I mean, isn't that how they play space lacrosse? Is with a metal detector? That's
yes,
the proper way to play it.
There you
go. Okay, we're going back a little bit to a smaller set. We've got this little guy who is called the Space Construction Mech. And he's pretty cool looking. He's got a little, again, like one of our smaller sets. And yeah, you can really see that like opal, that opalescent color.
That's cool.
The
Those
cutest little
crystals.
robots they're still busting out cute little robots for all these sets.
I know. So
Yeah,
many cute robots.
The unicorn horns are a great use there as like little drilling rig attachments.
Yep.
Because you got to have a mech.
Well, it's an exosuit. It's not a mech, but we'll ding it in
Okay,
the
an
mech
exosuit.
column. Yeah.
I'm
We'll
trying to
call it
figure
a
out
mech.
what's going on with his beard. Oh, is it just that part of it is hidden behind the
Yeah, it's
he's
just
got, like,
a,
half
you
a
know,
mustache?
no, he's like
I shaved it off.
he's the Tony Stark of space. He's got his little mech armored power suit, his little exosuit, and he's going to collect some minerals and punch some guys with a steam ram. So
There you go.
I like this this newer red orange color they're using throughout space. Like it's in the logo there. I think it's a reimagining
it's everywhere.
of classic space.
Yep.
Great. All right.
There you go.
Okay. This is the one that I thought it was at the beginning, which is the Space Explorer and alien life. So we've got more of our little, Lovecraft aliens here.
So
Little robot dude. Yes.
when you have the chance, look at the box art. Now, is it my imagination, or are those aliens powered by space farts? I mean, maybe there's like beans in space, or is it
Of
fumaroles?
course, there's beans in space.
Oh no, maybe they're on top of
Then it
little fumaroles and they're getting shot up by the steam coming out. But I don't know. There's something interesting going on with those alien guys.
There
By
must be
the way, I'd take a
methane-based-
picture too if I saw that. Then you proof back home.
They must be a methane-based life form.
There we go. So just to I just wanted to point out that this has those awesome little
Shock
shock
absorbers.
absorbers.
Yeah,
Those are really great pieces.
but
to
they're in
have.
gold. They're in gold. Thank you.
I know, in
Thank you,
gold,
Lego.
pretty amazing.
Thank
Very
you,
cool. And I
Lego.
notice here that do you see that this wheel has a gear on the
Yeah,
inside?
one of those little 90-degree
Mhm.
angle gears.
Yeah.
So I wonder if that's like a steering thing
It's a disc
or
brake
what have
thing.
you. Or brake
a-
thing.
It's just wow. Okay.
I just wanted you to really see.
Yeah, I
really,
saw that.
Really see
Wow.
those
I
tires.
could read the mold numbers off of that thing. But once again, getting that awesome cockpit element in there, so we're going to flood the market with another great cockpit
Yep.
element.
Hi, Monica. Oh, Elner, you're right. It would be fun if there was an RC conversion for this set. Maybe you need to make that.
Yeah, well, I'm sure
And-
someone's going to figure it out real quick.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
All
All
the
right.
battery packs, all the crystals, all the aliens, all the robots.
I need
it's
all the
just
crystals.
check, all the crystals. Ooh,
And
more crystals.
I know that if you want a cheap crystal pack, here is the Space Hover Bike, which is pseudo Star Warsian looking, but maybe I just say that because speeder bikes make me think of Star Wars, but it seems very Star Warsian in a way. And I love her. The colors of her spacesuit are fantastic.
And she is psyched to be cruising around this planet.
Super excited.
Wouldn't you be?
That's how you live your best life. Is just get a scooter, check out for a day, go exploring for all your crystals.
For your purple crystals.
And also, this thing is a great parts pack because I think, well, to me, as a spacey guy, these are all the little greebles that I'd want to build out a space collection. It's almost like someone thoughtfully, picked out all the cool parts and kind of jumbled them together into a nice build.
Yeah, it's a cute little parts pack, and then of course we also get that the space logo here. Although, I'm sure that's just a folded bag. But anyway, cool. I'm looking forward to this one. A nice little cheapy set to get those crystals from.
Space.
And a cool astronaut. All right. Let's see what have we got next? More
The 4 Plus.
space. And we have an evolved alien on this one. If you notice there on the left, he's kind of like evolved a little bit. So this is is it this one? Spaceship and Asteroid Discovery. Whoops, that's not.
So this is 4+. So 4-year-olds can play with these tiny little crystals.
Look at them all. There's
Sure.
4 of them in this one.
And a battery. Oh,
And
they
a
actually
battery.
show the crystal recharging the battery. Now I understand.
Oh, got it. Yeah.
Now
see,
I get it.
We're
Okay.
getting lore here. Like you're learning everything there is to know about the new space.
This
Like
is
this-
why we have to exhaust a natural resource is always for energy. That's the onus. That's the incentive, right?
Now, now Elnerd asks, is this the same alien from the Disney Mickey set?
Let me find
Huh.
out. Hang on one second.
wouldn't know.
Say, I know someone who will know the answer to that question.
I'm guessing no, so that they don't run into IP problems. But
Right. But it looks similar. Well, it also looks similar to the little Dreamzz guys. They're like really
Z-blob?
into these sort of blobby looking, sort of pseudo octopusy kind of feeling. I don't know. It's really weird.
I don't know
it's
what
a Z-blob
it is.
thing.
Yeah, kind of a Z-blob thing.
Oh,
And-
because
but
I
I
didn't
don't know
mention it. All the so when they sit in the cockpits or drive any of these things, you notice they have that translucent white display.
Yes.
So that's actually some of the characters are carrying it around. So I think it's supposed to be read more as a like a pad, a digital pad that you take with you. You don't just use it to drive your vehicles. It's you actually
Got it.
carry that thing around, I guess. Which is
Got
not
it.
too far off if anybody's seen my son with his iPad.
My alien has gone AWOL.
You're what?
My alien has gone AWOL.
That's
Oh.
okay. That's okay.
Oh, no.
It happens.
The elf on the shelf stole it.
No. Please, no, Elf on the Shelf. That is like the absolute worst. Like, that is the worst part of the holiday season is Elf on a Shelf. Although
I thought you like Halloween and Nightmare stuff. I thought this
I
was right up your alley.
do, but not that kind. That's too much.
Oh, everything is horror except for that creepy elf, man.
Yeah. Well, okay. So, okay, I will say though that my very most favorite ever picture of Elf on the Shelf was the elf was like sitting on the toilet, and then in the toilet were the little like peppermint balls,
Oh goodness.
red and white striped.
How did I know that was your favorite one? See, don't listen to him. He loves Elf on a Shelf.
Well, we're
don't.
We're
don't.
really clearing the air come the new year and all of our resolutions. So okay. Whatever you
Jamie
say.
Bricker, don't do any research. I'm just
Yeah,
telling you.
stay away from.
Stay far away.
You do not.
Although
Okay.
what I do appreciate is if you do have an elf on a shelf, I do ask that you buy one of the Doctor Who, the creepy angels, and just set them staring at each other for all eternity
Oh.
and see who wins. Let's see who
I'm sorry,
wins
the
first.
weeping angels are far scarier than the elf. Although I gotta say, if I was like in a room and then I closed my eyes and then like the elf was closer, yeah, I would probably be freaked out.
Sounds more
Just
terrifying.
saying. All right. Anyway, that was a fun side quest. Now let's get to looking at Lego sets. All right. So this is one of our first Technic Lego sets. It's a poly bag of the Mars Perseverance rover. And I love that they have the logo there,
Yeah.
which is really cool. Dang it. Why?
Yeah, it's totally
no.
licensed. It's legit. It's not just some generic off-world robot with
Exactly.
What is this piece they're using for the treads, for the wheels there? It's oval shaped.
It looks like one of those, it's like a ball with the sides cut off. Or like
Yeah,
with the
it's-
bottom cut off.
It's a Technic piece.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's some sort of new element that I'm not really familiar with or new to me.
Yeah, that'd be a bouncy ride.
Yeah.
Well,
it's
it's hard
cool, though.
rubber.
I gotta say, having recently had to try and make a mini Mars rover, Perseverance rover for a project I was working on, it was incredibly difficult. And I ended up having to go do something else, but I also didn't have Technic pieces at my disposal. So it definitely, that makes a huge difference in being able to pull this off in a miniature form. Cool. So Elizabeth says since it doesn't have the space triangle or the reddish orangey color, it's its own separate thing. I mean, yeah.
So because this one is IP and it's
Rickman?
NASA, they can't put their space logo on it, I believe.
Oh,
because it's a
very
weird
good.
But it
thing.
is
Got it.
it is oddly coincidental that there are Technic space labeled sets with this set also appearing.
Right, but again, they aren't licensed things, right? They're ones that they kind of made up. Well, let's find out.
Space is always its own Lego theme, sub theme.
So this is one of the, and I apologize that I do not have names right now for these ones, but that okay, so this
It's very Technic.
I think this is cool. But for me, my personal taste, and one of the reasons that I'm not a huge fan of Technic, is they just look so jumbly to me. Like just so like throw everything at it. And I mean, I'm not saying that they don't come up with impressive models, but they're just so much. They look heavy.
Well, I feel like with Technic, you have two choices. Either you cover it with fairings and everything is perfectly smooth, or you allow the structure to show through. And I think seeing the structure show through is like a hallmark of Technic, isn't it? Like, I think that's part of the DNA of the Technic line.
Yeah, I mean,
it's very gappy. It's always gappy.
Yeah, it's just not my style is all. Like, and I get why people like it, and I get why like it's fun to put together for people. I just think they look, I don't want to say junky, but they just look like just like so much going on.
Well,
I have a hard time with it.
Is it because you're seeing the lift arms with the holes? Like, it's not a studless.
I mean, I don't know.
Sure.
Just for me, looking at this picture from a distance, it's hard for me to determine what it actually is. There's just so many things going on it. But still, it's still cool.
Yeah, what I think is, admirable, even though they're always skeletonized, is the way I kind of put it.
Yeah.
At least they have the airlock element in there as a container.
Yep.
So I guess in some reality, Technic and Friends and City all exist in the same continuum, but the Technic people are like, I guess they're like Transformers. They're like 10 times bigger than your average human.
Right.
Because an airlock is just a container to the Technic, I guess, people who exist out there in their own robot world.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I understand why people like them. And such. I just, for me personally, the aesthetic value is not there for me.
I love Technic, but that build we were just looking at isn't my favorite Technic build I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was called the Surface Space Loader. Because they're always loading something. All right.
I actually, thinking about it, I think Technic does lend itself to space, because if you look at the Opportunity rover, if you look at a lot of the sort of on-planet vehicles, you see the structure of them. They're not real. Covered.
You know who else needs their space?
Is it Cookie Space by chance?
Maybe.
Yes, everybody. It is your favorite time and ours. It's Logan Cookie time. Pause that refreshes. Sorry, I had to get the catchphrase in there at the last second. We don't have Skittles for weather today.
I know.
Oh.
Logan does this thing when he's serious about cookies. He doesn't want to be petted at all. Like, that's not what it's about.
Yeah, he will He will actively like jerk his head out from under your hand if he wants, like, if he doesn't want to be petted and he wants things instead.
He's a boy.
Who's a good boy? All right, you ready? And 1, 2, 3. I mean, I'm like that with
it.
I guess I'm like that with ice cream, but I mean, come on.
What a good boy, Logan.
Oh, I miss Skittles. All right, and that has
was
been Logan Cookie Time. clap, clap. There we go. All right. Well, I am. Oof. Wait.
There we go.
All right. There we go. Oop. What? No.
He's cleaning up all the crumbs. Come on.
Oh man! Wow!
And now with the weather.
Wow! So Steve's asking in the last Technic set if we think that the tires are plastic or rubber. Let's take a look at that again. We can decide. Those are the rubber tires,
rubber.
I believe.
Rubber.
I think they're rubber.
They're finally in gray though, which is cool. Gray's
Yeah.
color.
Yeah, for sure. And
It is rubber. I am glue.
Oh dear.
very true. Okay. So here we go. There's our Technic. Now, this one.
This is the one for me.
Woohoo! So
And woohoo!
this is really cool. And no, but again, this is just it's just my stupid opinion. I think it's clunky looking, but anyway.
Okay, we got to be.
I think
Siskel
it's
and Ebert
beautiful
here.
though.
I think we got a Siskel and Ebert. I'm thumbs up on this one. I
Yeah.
am 2 thumbs up on this one.
No, it's cool.
Of all the
Absolutely
space
cool.
sets, this is the one I'm probably gonna buy.
Now, I
Of
can't
all of them.
remember. Did the Orrery on Lego Ideas get rejected? Or did it
Yeah.
Except, well, now we know why.
Yeah. They've been done before by clone brick companies too, but
Mhm.
so I don't know. It's all about how accurate and how well this thing is constructed for all the gearing.
Mm-hmm.
But you get, so judging by the staggered stickers, they have the months accurately stickered off for the 28 days versus 31-day months, from what I
Okay.
can tell on the bottom.
Oh.
So if the Earth does rotate 365 and a quarter times around or going around the circuit, that's cool. If the moon makes one rotation every 28 days around the Earth, extra check marks. And then if the angle of the Earth remains relative and consistent with a slight bit of gearing, that's like super yes. And you can tell that the Earth is also going to rotate. And once again, if that's the full 365 and a quarter. So if they worked out all the gearing to be as accurate as a true Orrery, then I'm going to buy this because they give you enough calculations to pull off clock faces and other mechanics like that with this one.
Okay, now I am not saying anything, commenting anything either way. I just want to say that this, I have it up. I have the one from Lego Ideas, which by the way is more aesthetically pleasing, but it also has a brick built sun and earth. But I will say that it was approved, or not approved, but it was voted in 10,000 votes on September 17th, 2021.
Well,
Awesome.
I think there's a different. I'm with you, Moto. I think there's a different focus on this one. If you look at that huge amount of gearing, which is, the weight is off center on this, I think they've really foregrounded accuracy in this thing, and I'll be really interested to see just how accurate they made it, because it seems like compared with other Orreries, including the lovely one we just saw in Ideas, this one has a lot more sophisticated gearing going on.
Yeah, well, I mean, also too, like I'm looking at the Ideas one. In the Ideas one, the moon is attached to the Earth, and in this one, it's given its own separate gear system. It looks like, so that's pretty.
Yeah. Hopefully an orbiting gear system too, from what I can tell, because they have the phases of the moon clearly stickered on as well to give you a good idea that the moon is a functioning true 28-day lunar cycle.
Right.
Well,
Really cool though.
I rarely. See
I'm just gonna be screaming it's a grand conjunction if I put this together and start moving it around. For anybody who's watched The Dark Crystal and understands that reference.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, I'm most of the time more about parts than sets, but I'm all about this set. I think it's great, and I look forward to us having this set.
Uh-oh.
All right.
It'll certainly
Make
be
notes.
a very educational one to build.
There's
Yeah, yeah. Here's what.
another rover.
Yeah, so here we do get another rover, and again, you know, like so much in I don't know the name of this one, but
It's
like
skeletized, yeah.
Yeah, it's skeletized, and again, it's got that very, 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 very technic look to it, right?
Well,
Well, this
yeah,
is
and if you
the-
look at what it's inspired by,
Mhm.
in the lower right-hand side,
Yep.
you know, Technic does not lend itself well to compound and complex, smooth, you know, shaping. So I guess, you know, if I have 300/20 vision, so if I took my glasses off and looked at the Technic and then looked at the other one, I'd say maybe it's the same thing, but you know, you just see that skeletonization comes at a price when it comes to the representation part.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right,
Well, then I always think, what's the
and
trade-off?
also the price tag.
What's
Well,
the
I'm wondering if
trade-off?
it's motorized.
You don't think it is?
I
Usually, it'll say on the front.
Yeah, it'll have a little
don't
animation.
think this one is because I don't see room for the battery pack in this in the
Yeah,
barrel
it would.
print.
I'm 90. It would say it on the front for sure.
Huh.
Elizabeth, if I take off my glasses, it's a blob.
Yeah, exactly. She's understanding. Like it's just, and you get a cute robot, which is hilarious, and you get a little cage for the robot.
Yes, there's
So
little
the Technic
extra
guys are
robot.
getting in on the whole robot thing, which is definitely a fun thing.
All right.
And everybody
That's
gets a
what I'm
robot.
talking about. This one isn't skeletal, and they've done it by including a ton of fairings.
And
on
this
it,
is
right?
called
Yeah.
the VTOL Heavy Cargo Spaceship LT-81. Very
Nice.
complicated name.
All right.
Or as nerds call it, the James Cameron Space Marine lander that's not licensed.
There's
Because
that.
you know, just looking at it, someone was definitely getting that Skynet vibe or that James Cameron like Space Marine.
Yeah, this
attachment
is
vibe.
definitely a fantastical, more science fiction-y ship than the other ones
Yeah.
that we've seen, for sure. This looks like something out of Starfield, like absolutely. But there we got that airlock again. There on the right here, right? Now, is that a single piece? It is a single piece.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's
All
been
right.
around for a while in light bluish gray.
Oh, okay. All right. And then I like this little sidewinder here, whatever that's going on with. Very
It's another
cute.
robot. Well, we always need robots.
Another robot. Another robot.
Who else
No,
would
it
say
looks
Danger
like-
Will Robinson? You got to have a robot with your car.
Right. Now it looks like these fold up, right?
That's what I'm thinking. It looks like it's articulated.
Yeah, like these.
Oh, I
these-
thought it was the container that went into the middle.
I agree.
Oh no, I agree, but I think these little wheels, if you look
Oh yeah,
here,
the VTOL. Yeah, the VTOL. Yeah.
so I think that they either fold up onto the top like this, or they turn. You know.
Yeah, I thought it was just a turning for the vertical to
The
vertical
robot
takeoff and landing. Yeah, the
container,
VTOL.
very good hooded one.
Oh, like a jump jet.
Very cool. All right. Oh, and we're back to the dreams.
Oh.
Yeah.
Here we are again.
Oh yeah, no, there's more. I just haven't. I think that's all the space. I think we've covered now all the space stuff. That's a lot of space stuff.
It's a lot.
That's a lot of space stuff. And I'm curious, like what led to the whole like, hey, let's, like what was that meeting like? Let's do space across all of them and include a piece that joins them all together.
I'm excited for cross theme concepts.
Me too. Me
Great.
too. I mean, I'm just
Well,
honestly surprised that they hadn't done it earlier.
Yep.
yeah, I mean, this year would have been, let's see, Classic Space was 77, 78. So no, that makes it a 46th, 47th anniversary next year. So it's not some anniversary thing that's driving it. Maybe it's
Right.
because the Artemis mission is supposed to go around the moon next year. But that
Oh,
date
well, I
will
mean, I
probably
do know
slip,
there's quite a few space things happening next year, as far as I
like
know.
real space things, but I don't know why so. Well, maybe they went a little bit pirate crazy, and then they went completely space madness. I don't know.
Yeah, well, but yeah, I mean, yes, I agree, but they didn't like run a pirate theme throughout all the themes
Yeah, I
in
know. It's pretty nuts.
like in a very calculated way. Like we've seen some like Easter eggs kind of things in other sets.
Maybe there was a secret cabal that got all of the new Lego designers that got hired were space nuts, but they were undeclared space nuts, like Aaron and Boone just snuck in there, and all of a sudden it just became a
Very
thing.
likely.
There was
Very
an
likely.
uprising. There was an AI robot uprising, and the space took over. I don't know.
And then they took pictures of the new Polaroid set and their AI rep. All right.
And it's made it all the way into Duplo.
So
Yeah, it's even in Duplo now. There is a space, I think, in Duplo.
So moving on from space, I have to say this next set is probably there's two sets I am most excited for, and that's the Natural History Museum, which, by the way, we're going to the Smithsonian, to the Natural History Museum, my most favorite museum ever, when we go to Baltimore for Christmas. I'm very excited. Anywho, so we're going to look at a couple of the Chinese New Year sets that are coming out, and this one is definitely the one, like, if I had to pick two models to buy, it would be the Natural History Museum and this one. Absolutely gorgeous. And if you've ever been to San Francisco, I've seen this exact building in Chinatown.
That green tile roof.
That
right?
green tile roof, that it's just really, really incredible.
Beautiful.
And it looks like if you turn it around, it has interiors on the other side, wouldn't you guess?
Oh yeah, for sure. Because this is called I'm sorry, I don't remember the exact name, but it's called like Family Celebration Dinner, Reunion Dinner, Family Reunion Dinner. And
Minifig on the bottom right look like they have a dragon head mask on.
yes, he's wearing a golden dragon head mask,
That's awesome.
which is very cool, and he's carrying a peach. And look at the little, oh dang it! Did you see the little noodle, cart here?
Awesome.
That's so cool.
I want dumplings now.
And then we got the our usual people with our monkey kid hairdo. Now I just realized that this peach piece is not just a ball, it's actually a peach.
Mm-hmm.
With like the little butt crack on and everything.
Well, that's going to be important in our Animal Crossing set.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you could.
absolutely.
Oh, what you should do is put a crown on that and give it to Brian, so he's finally satisfied.
There's your Princess Peach set. Now shut up. I dig these little lanterns, the red trans with it looks like dragons on them. This is just a really cool set all around. I'm super psyched about this one, and I think it'll look great in a Lego City layout easily.
Totally.
There's that Charlie Brown sweater again in a different color.
Oh right. So yeah, great stuff. Great parts, and I love these fence pieces. I love.
Do you guys notice we're finally getting the candle flames in black on the far left, lower far
Wait,
left?
what? Far left.
Going far left. There you go.
There they are.
Oh, that's
Yeah, because
awesome.
they're calligraphy brushes for the large calligrapy things.
They'd be nice for
cool.
black wrought iron as well.
We just ordered a bunch of those in trans light blue because because spooky.
Yep.
But that's awesome. That's awesome. And I love the outfits are really great too. All the little things people are wearing. All right. Because this apparently really wants to be here, we'll go to this next. Auspicious Dragon. That's
wicked.
That's
a
beautiful.
seriously cool dragon set, like maybe one of the coolest dragon sets I've seen them do. Like I really liked the Shang-Chi dragon that they did. But this one, because I love those big long kind of like snaky looking like Chinese dragons are so cool. Not like our sort of more traditional European, fairy tale dragons.
Sit on a pile of gold dragon.
Yes. Excuse me. But those cloud pieces
Yes.
in orange and yellow
Oh.
is really
monkey
beautiful.
clouds.
Yeah. And then I love the shield shape with the dragon on it. Now I have a bunch of the tiles from the red dragon that are super cool. But and look at this eyeball. Dang it. Okay, this
There's
is
the
really
button.
making me mad.
Clicky, come help.
Clicky.
Whoa.
Look at that eyeball.
Yeah, it's a heck of a printing.
I would
job
say,
on that
that's not a
sucker.
sticker.
Nope.
That's pretty cool.
And if it is a sticker, I am directly blaming Justin.
Now I wonder if this is all like those sort of Bionicles hinges.
It looks like it.
I see a couple.
Yeah, they're the Hero Factory joints.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's what these are built on as well. But yeah, just a really, really just beautiful, beautiful set altogether.
Is it holding that pearl, which is an iridescent blue? Is that a Zamor sphere, or is it a soccer ball, or what kind of exact sphere is it?
It looks like one of the.
Oh no, it's a
look,
Technic.
though.
It's one of the Technic. Yeah, it's one of the Technic.
With a hole in the
ball
bottom.
joints. Yeah,
because you can see the minifigure posing stand here that gives it the illusion that it's holding it. Man,
yeah, that's how they got the dragon eyes too. But
super
okay.
cool.
Well, I don't know that he had anything to do with it, but I always think of Aaron when I think of dragons.
Indeed. All right, so this is the big Monkey Kids set because apparently it's like Monkey Kids' 5th anniversary.
Oh my god, the Lego
And-
on top.
And there is a bunch of classic Lego references buried in this thing, which is really great.
Well, as we go around, perhaps you could point them
duck,
out.
the wooden duck on top. That's a duh.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
there we go.
That's a no duh.
The duck. I love this like plastic piece with
Yeah.
the
Yeah, it's the
clouds.
vinyl.
That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And I also find it interesting, and I'm so glad that I have OG Sandy because they don't do him as a big fig anymore.
Yeah, and Mo keeps getting changed as well as time goes on. 'Cause
Yeah,
that's another new Mo.
he doesn't have his little mohawk anymore. He's like
No,
baby. Is this like prequel or something?
He keeps getting more kittenified. as time goes on.
Well, and you'll notice we have a throwback space symbol here.
Oh yeah, there's
So-
our
Not a new one.
So this is not just space. This is a reference to classic space, and that's why
Right.
all the it's blue and canary canary yellow,
Yep.
translucent. And what's really funny, it's an elevator, so it's a space elevator.
Oh, the Great
Which is
Space
very-
Elevator.
Yeah, which is a very tongue-in-cheek nod to some NASA futuristic, ideas about getting freight into space cheaply.
I love this detailing here with all of the curves.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Making
they're always
the
in the
clouds.
clouds. Always
So
in the
beautiful.
clouds.
And I love her. Miss Purple Pantsuit.
And is it? I think this might be regular orange. I don't know if the dark orange made it through this set.
Oh, and I love her. The
Oh, wow.
purple.
All the characters are really cool.
And the sticker set on this is fantastic. This is like a for sure
Yeah.
sticker set.
And if you look at the DJ, don't you get a little bit of vibes from a certain theme in the way it's constructed with the box?
Yes.
Yeah. So I think there's a little bit of nods and little hints going on throughout this model to certain,
Absolutely.
to certain themes.
Oh, and look, each little character gets a little like, I don't know, what is that, like a collector's plate? And then I love, of course, the little Ferris wheel on the top.
Cute.
Yeah, just a really fantastic set all around.
I think there's a lot of great details here, but for me, compared with other Monkey Kid,
Mm-hmm.
and similar sets, this one is more about the details than it is about the overall silhouette.
No, I will
I think
agree
it
with you.
doesn't have the strength of that first impactful, like, wow, that's the city or the garden.
Like the one that we saw where it was the castle in the clouds. Like that one was like so incredibly impressive. I will admit this one has a very difficult silhouette to parse from a distance.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is more like go in there and play with all the little pieces.
It's a place.
Yeah, the comments also mentioned like Ninjago with every major city. If you collect all of them, you can link them all together into a larger footprint.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
I'm a little bit more into the Ninjago City than I have been into the Monkey Kid City sets.
Yeah,
but I still think they're really cool. But I do agree, and I will say that like looking at this from a distance, like I'm looking at it smaller, like we're looking at it here on the screen, and it really does kind of suffer from that same thing that I see when I see a really intense Technic model, is that it looks too much like I don't know where to look. I don't know. It's not a terrible set. It's beautiful, but it doesn't, you're right, it doesn't have that grand beautifulness like the city, the Cloud City did. Not Cloud City from Star Wars, obs.
Yeah. Well, Kara, I think you're right. This feels more like a play set. Like get in there, move everything around, have adventures, as opposed to just sit it on your shelf and appreciate the sculptural beauty.
The structural beauty. So yeah, I mean, I don't think, again, I don't know that this is one that I would necessarily be picking up, but it's a really, it's a really nice one. And I can't believe it's been 5 years already. Like that's crazy.
Yeah. Well, Ninjago, when they made the Ninjago City at the 10th anniversary, each of the modules within that city was representative of one of the seasons and what happened on that season.
Right.
And this is kind of like a module, but there's not 5 years of references. They kind of, I think they made it's like Ready Player One, the stacks, when they talk about post-apocalyptic stacks. That's the approach here. It's more of a stacks approach.
So just whenever I think of stacks, of course, I think of Mark and Boone. But yeah, I don't know. This just doesn't, I mean, I like it. It just doesn't have quite the impact for me visually that I might have liked. And just as a comparison, let me see if I can find it.
Yeah.
What?
Fab Fan has it nailed.
What did he say?
It's the last comment. Play with it as if it was toy designed for kids.
I know, right?
Play with it. What? Who would play with a toy?
Madness.
Who would play with it?
What madness are you
Absolute
talking?
madness. We're talking about an art form here. No.
But just for reference, I want to pull up real quick the I say real quick, but it's never real quick with me. Real quick, I just wanted to kind of show comparatively. So this is the set that we were talking about a minute ago. Like that has an impressive silhouette and makes sense, and I understand it. And where the other one is a little bit more jumbly, for sure.
I think this is an absolutely beautiful set that has all the little details and that amazing silhouette.
Yeah, it's great.
And you can play with it.
Like it was.
You remind me of
what?
Yeah.
You
remind me of that.
How to level your bed.
No, he's like that lawyer trope of like the country lawyer, like, I'm just a simple AFOL from the country, and if I don't have a simplified, unified theme, I just don't understand it. What in tarnation is up with this modular approach to play style?
No, it's true. No, I mean, I loved that modular approach in Ninjago City. I just think it's less successful in that particular model. That's all.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anywho, well, I think that about wraps it up for today.
Look, I made a spaceship.
Wow. Is that a Star Wars spaceship, or is that a Star Wars spaceship?
This is none other than Red 5, piloted by my minifig choice of the day. Good old Luke Skywalker.
Oh, who doesn't love Luke Skywalker?
Yeah, this is even before he got the busted up face. So there you go.
Oh, no. Talk about Mark's busted up face. Poor guy.
Poor guy. There's
Yay! Okay,
everybody likes your favorite. There's your droid.
Oh,
R2.
very good. I do love R2D2.
Yep.
Oh.
After they took away his space thrusters and never put them back on, and this guy.
Yeah, that guy.
Star Wars.
That Star Wars guy.
That Star Wars
Alright,
guy.
Do you have a minifig today?
Of course I do.
All right. Let me see. Hang on. Getting you on the screen. There you go.
I have a friend's astronaut in training.
Oh wow.
Dude, in his little gyroscope, learning how to not throw up.
Oh wow. I was gonna say, do they have? They need a friend
Faster.
for a bulgy
Faster. Get an angular motor on that thing. Come on. Let's go.
It's a fun fidget toy.
Very good. All right, and I guess that's us.
All right, sticking with the Star Wars here. We've got OG Yoda.
Ah,
Oh, he is OG.
Look, he's got his little hairdo.
Yoda, I am.
And I have
Well, that's like prequel Yoda.
King
Ooh.
Triton from the more updated Little Mermaid. I like his little shoulder armor. It's cool.
oh, nice.
Let's. Yeah, he's a pretty cool. Like his little belt too.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. Nice printing on that.
Fun.
Although in general, I have to say, like I enjoy the mermaid tails that curve up and then the tail is out, rather than the like I'm standing on my fins.
Agreed.
Well,
That's
thank you,
fun.
everybody, so much for joining us today. This has been our last show of 2023.
Oh my goodness.
I know. Can you believe it? Because next weekend is Christmas, and then the following weekend is New Year. So I figured probably, we are all going to be off doing our holiday things. We're going to be out of town. And we will be back on January day that I don't know. The second Sunday in January. I don't know what the date is. But
The second Sunday in January.
Is the 14th.
Oh, we'll be back before then.
we'll be back before then, right?
7th is the first
No.
Sunday.
The 7th?
Mhm.
Okay. Sorry.
Well,
I have no
Sunday.
idea.
So we have Christmas off, then Sunday the 31st. And then
Oh,
So I'd say the
Sunday-
Sunday.
you're right. Sunday the 31st. We'll be back the 7th. Very good. Yes, January 7th with what?
And don't forget, there's a Tricky Lug meeting on Saturday the 6th.
Oh, very, very good. So you can see
Ooh.
people and see people.
I was wondering if any of your chat used their AFOL Tricky Luck sticker for AFOL Day yesterday.
They have been very remiss in sending emails and getting things taken care of, which I
Oh, that's
understand
too bad.
is a problem across
It's
just across the board.
Yeah, apparently they sent out an email blast on Sunday that actually did not go out. I got my email invite on Friday afternoon, but that's through my Baylug representation, and a lot of people didn't get theirs.
Okay,
Yeah,
well, for the
it's
next
not-
time then.
Yeah, it's really like I mean I'm hoping that in the new year they can figure this out, because it's been a long standing issue now for many months. Wait, what are you doing there?
Oh,
That's my Flynn and
that's
Richard
so
shirt.
sweet.
Oh,
Yeah, because
you.
the end of the year.
Yeah, I didn't get an email either. So, oh wow, Elnerd,
Oh,
then you have a
Elnerd.
you have a nice
Yeah, you have a nice store.
you have a nice store. But yeah, I'm gonna once we're back from vacations, and the Lego crew is back from vacations. I mean, I know it's been a big topic on the land. People are just like, what is happening? So we'll see. Hopefully they can get it together for 2024.
Clicky will come and help us out.
He's gonna send a strongly worded email.
Clicky has a concussion.
I know, he's got a thing.
He's severely concussed.
Well, thank you everybody so much for coming and joining us today. I hope you have a wonderful holiday season, whichever holiday you celebrate. I hope that you enjoy it. We hope that you have a wonderful new year, and we'll definitely be seeing you on the 7th. And until next time, don't forget to stay safe, stay healthy, wash your hands, wear your mask, and now's the time to get, before you go traveling, to get all of those boosters and flu shots and all of that fun stuff. So
just take care of yourself.
take care of yourself. Have a wonderful, wonderful holiday, and we will see you next time.
In the new
Bye,
year.
everyone.
Yeah, pet your
holidays.
water.
What did you say about water? I missed the water comment.
Fly me to the moon.